I really enjoy my Monday classes here at the University of Paris in Ville-Taneuse because for these classes I actually have a student list and materials. I do have materials on Thursday, and I find them quite good, but I still have no class list and no classroom assigned to me for my Thursday group. And in Nanterre, apparently I've been fired, although not in writing, so I don't accept it. Today we're working on passive forms, which we don't realize in English are very much used, and they don't use them very much in French. An example would be someone wrote to me, someone has written to me. I think that's an example that I could use. We're up to question number 8 here. And yeah, like question number 8 is when I finally arrived at the conference, someone was putting away the chairs. And in English they would be more likely to maybe rephrase that and say, well, let's see what they would say. All right, it's really cold. So maybe we will have a party on the 15th of December. Don't worry, because if you come and you're the only person, I will take you out to the restaurant. So you won't be alone with me in my house and I can't molest you. Not that I would, but hopefully some students will come over. And Omar is kind of interested in Oriental food, Arab food. And I make good tagine. And I don't want to have a formal dinner where people have to sit down, but I'd like to give some meat to the students, you know, some real food. A few cigarettes. I'll keep the alcohol really, really light and on everybody. All right. Ooh. Oh, I left my pen here. Okay. Number 8 is, when I finally arrived at the conference, someone was putting the chairs away. I think I gave away the answer. Putting away the chairs. Okay. How else could you re-say number 8? I find number 8 very difficult. I can't think how to rephrase this. When I finally arrived at the conference, someone was putting away the chairs. I have a tendency to say someone was putting the chairs away, which might be an answer. Do you have any idea? We could start with someone was putting away the chairs. That's a good try, yeah. I think they want you to say the chairs were being put away when I finally arrived at the conference. I know it's really boring, but they want you to be more flexible with your English. The chairs were being put away by someone. It could be in parentheses. When I finally arrived at the conference. I think that's what they want you to see. What? I know it's tiring, but they want you to be able to be prepared for these passive forms in English. What about number 9? Somebody unveiled Microsoft's latest operating system last month. How would you rephrase number 9? You could start with last month. Yeah, you could start the sentence like that. Good. Unveiled by somebody. She did it. She just did it. Last month, Microsoft's latest operating system was unveiled by somebody. That's a possibility. Yeah. They just want you to be more flexible. They want you to realize that they use passive forms a lot more in English than they do in French. I'll tell you one thing though. You might have noticed, I speak American English, and I say gotten, and the British say got. I say gotten. I haven't gotten my passport yet. And the British would say I haven't got my passport back. They mean the same thing. This is an older form because America used to be a colony of France. A lot of American English is actually archaic. So if you notice, sometimes Americans will say broken and the British will say broke. It's because America is an old British colony, and a lot of American English is actually rather archaic. It dates from the 18th century. So you can use either style. You know, when you type something in English, you should use your computer and highlight it and use the grammar and spell check. And you can pick which style of English you want to use. If you want to use completely British English, that's okay with me. It doesn't bother me. I personally pick EU English because I find it's more international. But all you have to do is be consistent in English. You just have to pick one style and stick to it and try not to mix them up. All right. After the games, will they use the Olympic Village for housing? Oh, I know this one. There you go. That's how I would make it. Will the Olympic Village be used for housing after the games? It means the same thing. It means exactly the same thing. It's just a passive form. All right.